Good evening. This is the Post-Market Recap by AGI Era. Today is Thursday, January 22nd, 2026, and it is shortly after 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The closing bell has rung, and we have a lot to unpack from today's session. The scoreboard and technicals. The U.S. session has officially wrapped, and the price action suggests a nuanced battle, with major indices pushing higher despite underlying concerns. The S&P 500 finished the day up 0.55%, settling at 69,113.35. Technically, the index is now trading firmly above the psychological 6,900 level, a positive sign for bulls, but it's crucial to watch if this momentum can be sustained. The Nasdaq 100 also advanced, closing 0.76% higher at 25,508.35. The Dow Jones Industrial Average finished higher by 306.78 points, or 0.63%, closing at 49,384.01. Crucially, trading volume today was significantly lighter than average, which implies that this upward move may lack strong long-term conviction from institutional players. Lighter volume on an up day can sometimes signal a less robust rally, driven more by retail enthusiasm or short covering rather than deep institutional buying. Market breadth and sentiment. Under the surface, the fear gauge, or VIX, is trading at 15.84. Despite the upward movement in the major indices, the VIX remaining in this range suggests that while there isn't widespread panic, investors are still holding a degree of caution, perhaps anticipating future volatility. We are seeing a clear divergence in sector performance. Money flowed noticeably into technology, XLK, which gained 0.74%, while utilities, XLU, lagged significantly, dropping 0.72%. The spread between technology and utilities today tells us that investors are favoring growth and risk-on assets, a classic sign of optimism, even if the overall market volume was subdued. This suggests a continued belief in the earnings power of tech, even as defensive sectors like utilities are sold off. The macro engine room. The primary driver of today's moves can be traced back to the bond market. Though specific 10-year yield data for today is not immediately available from our Stook feed. However, the broader narrative around yields continues to influence market sentiment. Meanwhile, the U.S. dollar index is down 0.43%, settling at 98.114. This slight weakening of the dollar could provide some relief for multinational corporations, making their overseas earnings more valuable when repatriated. Crude oil is trading around $59.45, down 1.93% on the day, responding to a narrative of reassessment of U.S. exposure by big North European investors as geopolitical risks mount, as well as broader concerns about global demand. The AI and Tech Monitor, turning to the leaders of this market, artificial intelligence and big tech. NVIDIA finished the day up 0.77% at 184.73. However, the underlying narrative is more complex. Recent reports indicate that NVIDIA's stock has been under pressure due to a combination of broader market jitters, specifically geopolitical tensions around U.S.-Greenland relations, sparking a risk-off mood, and lingering doubts about the sustainability and honeymoon phase of the AI boom. Concerns over tech spending and increased competition, with companies like Meta exploring custom AI chips from Google, are adding pressure, leading investors to reassess NVIDIA's market dominance. Microsoft closed higher by 1.52%, while Apple saw a modest gain of 0.27%. Alphabet Google was up 0.64%, and Amazon gained 1.31%. A standout performer today was Meta, which surged 5.65% to close at 647.63. This significant move was fueled by positive analyst commentary, with Jefferies reiterating a buy rating and a bullish $910 price target. Additionally, the company's announcement of showing ads on its Threads platform has generated investor optimism, suggesting new monetization avenues. Tesla also had a strong day, closing higher by 4.6%. The divergence within the Magnificent Seven is notable. While Meta and Tesla saw substantial gains driven by company-specific news and analyst upgrades, NVIDIA's more modest gain, despite the overall tech strength, highlights the market's increasing scrutiny of AI valuations and competitive landscape. After hours and look ahead. Looking at the after-hours tape right now, we're seeing some continued activity. Shares of CSX Corporation are moving significantly up over 4.5% after the close, Other notable movers include Intuitive Surgical RG and Cummins Inc. CMI, both showing positive momentum. As we pivot to tomorrow, the economic calendar remains a key focus for investors. We'll be watching for any new developments on the geopolitical front and how the market continues to digest the evolving narratives around AI and tech valuations. Investors should specifically watch for any shifts in bond yields, as these will continue to dictate sentiment across various sectors. That is your comprehensive closing update. We will see you tomorrow morning for the overnight brief. Disclaimer: this podcast is not financial advice. Data may be delayed or inaccurate. Always conduct your own due diligence.